Texas, Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on one of the participants from last year. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cyclones will kick it away first. And he takes this. Looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just
breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
These offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, set the tone for this football game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cyclones offense has the ball for the first time. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go back to the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets...
He's loose. He's at the touchdown, Cyclones. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff from the gun. He's out past the 35. Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping through the defense. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Cyclones in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Crosses the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 running run in the middle. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Makes the grab. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Look out, he's got room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be...
It's a running room, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Working that left side now. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Reeder. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Cyclones will hustle to the line. Love love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Offense, quick tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball. Bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Here we go. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL.
There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Hey, 27, jump!
Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver
wide open on the right. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cyclones! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes.
The extra point is blocked. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hard running there. Got the first down and more.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture, it's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Reeder. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route.
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can...
Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for a touchdown.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Vasquez. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vasquez. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll set up to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Myers on the move. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on! Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Hand off from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Caught over the middle. It's Vasquez.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. And the the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And back to the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Lost to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And now, in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they just...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Hit as he throws. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough left today.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Vasquez. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.